What's up, guys? Marcellus Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, aka Darth Bicepius, here to educate you on health, fitness, and social well-being. Today, guys, we're going over the 4 most common training splits.
I am the greatest.
Someone with power! Someone with power! Someone with dash!
Alright, guys, so there are a lot of workout programs out there. I'm talking hundreds to thousands to help you with various goals, whether it's strength training, bodybuilding, athletic performance, etc. But almost all of them fall into one of 4 different training splits. And I'm going to go over each training split, give you an example of each training split, as well as pretty much talk about the pros and cons of each. Alright, guys, so the first training split we're going to go over is full body. Now, a lot of people knock full body, a lot of people don't like full body, but scientifically speaking, it is the most optimum way to train. Reason being is that the key to muscle growth, more than volume, more so than just coming in and blasting that muscle, is frequency. How many times you can hit a muscle group within a week? Well, with full body, you can hit a muscle group anywhere from 3 to 4 times a week because you're coming in every other day and hitting your entire body. Now, you're not coming in and just blasting every muscle group to death, but basically you'll come in and maybe hit, 2 push exercises, 2 pull exercises, and 2 leg exercises. So for example, come in, bench press and overhead press. That covers your chest and your shoulders. That's 2 pressing motions. Come in and do either pull-ups or lat pull-downs. That's 1 pull motion. Then you can compensate with some type of dumbbell or barbell row. That's going to be, your 2 rowing motions. And then for legs, you can do squats, leg press, or squats, deadlifts, etc. You have a lot of options as far as exercise. So basically, you're coming in, doing 1 to 2 compound movements for each major muscle group, and then maybe a little bit of accessory work based off your weaknesses. So you can do bicep curls and tricep extensions if you're trying to, work on the arms a little bit more, or you can do leg extensions and leg curls if you're trying to work on the legs a little bit more. So I always recommend this type of training for beginners, especially because it builds a really good base of strength as well as a really good base of muscle. But honestly, even if you're intermediate or advanced, you can still make full body work for you, and it's still technically the most optimum way to train. You can just change it to maybe 3 compound movements per body part. There's ways you can increase the volume with it, but the point is, it's the most optimum frequency. Now, with that being said, the cons of full body is if you're someone like myself where you really just enjoy training, you like being in the gym daily, you're not really gonna be able to do that. You're gonna be in the gym, like I said, 3 to 4 times a week because you come in every other day. Because since you're training full body, you're gonna need, a full 24 hours for your body to recover before you come in again. So for example, if I come in, train full body on Monday, I have to rest Tuesday, then I can come back in on Wednesday, rest Thursday, come back in on Friday, etc. You get kind of how that works. But because, like I said, I'm coming in and hitting my entire body, that means I can't really work anything else out the next day because I already hit my entire body. So if you're someone where you really enjoy being in the gym on a daily basis, or if you like higher volume, because like I said, you can't go in there and just destroy your body completely because you had to be recovered, 48 hours later, then full body may not be best for you. Alright guys, so the second kind of training split is an upper-lower split. So with this, basically, you'll come in on Monday, for example, and you'll hit all your upper body movements. Then you'll come in on Tuesday, hit all your lower body movements. You can either rest Wednesday or make it, a little accessory day, like if you want to focus on maybe your calves, your abs, something like that. Then you'll repeat on Thursday, come in, upper body again. Friday, lower body, then rest on the weekend. So with this routine, it's kind of got some of the same benefits as full body in the sense of your frequency is pretty high. You're hitting each, major muscle group twice a week. The only difference is for those of you who maybe don't have the energy to go in and hit your entire body, now you have to split up into upper and lower. So for example, on Monday you could come in and you could do, maybe your bench, your OHP for shoulders, a lat pull down, row, arms, any type of way you want to format it as far as coming in your upper body. Then on Tuesday you come in, hit your squats, your deadlifts, leg press, leg extensions, everything that's focused on your quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves, etc. So once again, this one is personally not a huge, favorite of mine. I've tried it and I did it for a little bit just to test it out. But personally, like I said, you kind of get that benefit of you're in the gym more frequently, but not really, because with full body, you can be in the gym 4 times a week as well. All right, guys, now as far as the cons of an upper-lower split, they're pretty much similar to full body in the sense of you're not necessarily going to be in the gym every single day, unless you were to do something like upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, lower, but you want to be really careful with that just because of, once again, the volume and allowing your body to recover and everything like that. But overall, upper, lower is, like I said, it's very similar to full body. It's just, a little bit more split up. but it's a nice balance because you still have decent frequency, but you can up your volume just a little bit. All right, guys, training split number 3, which is what I'm currently on, but I'm going to try not to be biased, is push-pull legs. So with push-pull legs, this is the way that a lot of bodybuilders like to train, just because you get to come in and focus on specific muscle groups, but you still get that frequency because it's going to be push-pull legs, then rest. And what I mean by focus on specific muscle groups is, for example, on your push day, you're literally focusing on your muscles that are all for pushing. So your chest, your triceps, your shoulders. On pull day, it's all about back, biceps, rear delts, traps, and on leg days, is of course legs. So with this, you can definitely up your volume compared to, full body or even upper lower, because you're getting 2 days of rest, really 2 to 3 days of rest for each muscle group. So if I come in and I hit push day on Monday, I'm not going to be hitting that again until Thursday. And then after that, I won't be hitting it again until Monday. So you can up your volume quite a bit, and it really allows you just to go in there, blast that muscle group, put all your energy into that muscle group alone. So you can definitely up the volume with push-pull legs, but you still get that frequency of hitting each muscle group at least twice a week. All right, guys, now as far as the cons of push-pull legs, first of all, if you're an athlete or you're more focused purely on strength performance, then push-pull legs really is going to be for you, for the mere fact that you want to be something more on upper, lower, or full body, just because you can really focus on those strength-focused movements, hit them, 3 to 4 times a week, whereas with push-pull legs, you're only going to be hitting them twice a week, which is still pretty good frequency for muscle growth, but not the most optimum frequency for increasing your strength. Furthermore, with push-pull legs, you kind of have a greater chance of muscle imbalances, and that it can be avoided, but here's why. If you're someone where you really love push day, you're going to come in there, you're going to blast your chest, your triceps and shoulders, but let's say you don't really like pull day that much and you start slacking on your back, you're not doing the same amount of exercises on pull day as you are on push day, or you're slacking on intensity, then you might kind of start walking around like this, and you got the big chest but not much of a back. And the same thing if you kind of neglect your legs. Like, a lot of people will go in, they'll do maybe like 4 compound movements and 3 accessory movements for their push day and their pull day. They'll come in on leg day, maybe do like 3 sets of squats, a couple sets of deadlifts, maybe touch their calves, and then they're done. So you just want to make sure that you keep everything balanced when it comes to push-pull legs, as far as your training intensity, amount of exercises, everything like that. But other than that, guys, push-pull legs is pretty good. Like I said, though, it's all just a matter of like your goals and making sure that you're consistent with each day. Alright, guys, the last training split, which I saved it for last, not because it is the best, but it is in fact, honestly, just the worst. Scientifically speaking, it completely sucks, and that is the bro split, or a body part split. So, unlike push-pull legs, where you'll come in and hit a certain muscle group, like for example, chest, triceps, and shoulders together, a bro split is literally where you come in each day and hit one muscle, like that's it. So maybe you come in on Monday, you hit chest. You come in on Tuesday, you hit back. You come in on Wednesday, you hit shoulders. Come in on Thursday, you hit arms. Friday, you hit legs. Rest of the weekend and repeat. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, well, what's wrong with this? Well, in essence, there's nothing wrong with it in the sense of, so long as you're coming in consistently and gradually, progressively overloading each week, you will still grow. That's the thing, guys. No matter which split you pick, so long as you're progressively overloading, eating correctly, you will still grow. You'll gain strength and muscle over time. The problem is, like I said, frequency. So muscle growth in a muscle only lasts 24 to 48 hours after you work it out. So that's why full body works really well, upper, lower, or even push-pull legs, because you're hitting that muscle group anywhere from 2 to 4 times a week. With the bro split, you're hitting that muscle group once a week, and then you're not hitting it again for 7 days. So if I come in, I hit chest on Monday, then it'll technically be growing till about Wednesday, and then that's it. So that means for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's 5 days I'm missing out on growth because I'm only hitting that muscle group once a week. Now, the bro split got made popular by bodybuilders, especially a lot of the golden era bodybuilders, which were, a lot of them were on drugs and steroids and things like that. So a lot of people said, oh, look, they train this way and it works great for them. But you have to understand, almost anything's going to work great for you when you're on steroids. It's as simple as that. I can do another video about that at a later time, but the point is the bro split for natural lifters just isn't that optimum, for the mere fact that you don't stimulate protein synthesis as well as you could be, and the frequency is almost non-existent. You can train really high volume because each day you can go in and kill that muscle group, but you're only hitting it once for that week. Alright, so a lot of you are probably wondering now, so which training split should I pick? So long as it's not the bro split, pick whatever you want. No, but seriously, guys, it really comes down to personal preference. Like I said, even if you're on a bro split, there's a lot of people that live, breathe, and die by the bro splits who have made significant gains. Like I said, there's what's scientifically optimum, but then there's what's specifically optimum for you. Whatever you're going to be consistent with, whatever you're going to enjoy, that's the type of training split you should be on at the end of the day. As far as how you program it, there's lots of different programs out there. There's lots of full body routines, lots of upper lower routines, lots of bro splits, push pull legs, etc. All you have to do is just some research and pick which exercise you want to do and how you want to formulate it. But pick whichever split that you prefer and that's best for you. Like I said, I personally will always recommend full bodies for beginners. And honestly, even now, I would recommend full body even for someone like myself who's been lifting for 5 years. But once again, I enjoy being in the gym, 6 to 7 days out of the week. So push-pull legs works really well for me specifically. So pretty much go with whatever you're comfortable with, guys. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you now have a much better understanding of the 4 most common training splits. If you have any questions, you guys already know, leave a comment down below. If this video at all benefited you or helped you, or you're just in any way entertained by TheSwolefessor, then go ahead and subscribe. Look out for my other videos. I'm very consistent, guys, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, here to help you out, here to motivate you, educate you in the ways of gains. As always, keep it simple, specific, scientific. I'll catch y'all later.
I am the greatest.
Someone with power! Someone with power! Someone with